What's up, y'all? Cree here with something a little different. The other night, me and the rest of Team Interstellar were doing some testing, and I had to learn the Yummy Mirror Match the hard way, in game, in real time. We used Omega because both of us are relatively new to the deck, so we're just kind of doing this for the sake of not cheating. So, gonna start with the Cookie, link of the Yummy Snatchy. We're gonna imprint the Snatchy. He has the 1-for-1. Discarding the Ghost Ogre to bring out the Cupsy. Cupsy is going to also get impermed here. He's going as a Cupsy Yummy way. I tried to keep him off the field spell. That's mainly what you want to do in this matchup. Goes in the Snatchy, goes in the Lollipopo, goes in the Metal Marcher, goes in the Herald, set 1 pass. So he has the Negates, bounce into acquiring the field spell as well as any sort of disruption or search. The set card is likely either the Quick Play spell, Imperm, or Dominus. So we have Drones, Droplet, Obedience School, Lollipopo. So we're going to start with the Drones. Get the token, go into Kagari. Kagari is going to grab back the Drones, activate Drones. He's going to spin out into Cookie and Yummy Snatchy. So he's going to be able to place a field spell as well as do the thing. So we're going to chain Droplet, setting Kagari for cost so that he cannot herald the Droplets. He's going to chain Yummy Surprise to bring out the Snatchy. Snatchy's, this other one's still going to place a field spell. So we have nothing on board. He has Mignon on board. The Herald's negated though. So he's going to synchro here in the Cookie to book 2 of my guys off the Obedience School. We're going to link into my own Snatchy. He's going to tag out. We're going to go into a query. Lollipopo hits the board, so he's going to banish something. Banishes the Cupsy. Summon the Lollipopo for the extension. Attempt to synchro to force out the tag. Down comes Cookie, down comes Cupsy. So he's used all the names, I'm pretty sure. Lollipopo comes down. We managed to search the 2, discard the other Lollipopo. Special the Cupsy. Cupsy grabs the Mignon. Activate the Mignon. Go into battle. Punch over the Herald. Main 2, go into Snatchy. Cycle that back. Summon this back, and pass. So we only have Lollipopo and Snatchy, which is unfortunate. We don't have the Cookie in rotation, which honestly I should have put in rotation. That was probably my big mistake here. The Yummy Mirror Match really comes down to like who screwed up first. Snatchy's going to trigger. We're going to go into Cookie, and then we're going to tag out into Snatchy and Lollipopo. He's going to go into his own Lollipopo, and he has his own Mignon up on board. We're going to Lollipopo banish the Surprise from graveyard. He's going to tag out. Goes into Marcher. Well, I go into Marcher here. This is another big misplay. I should have just gone into my own Cupsy to get the Cookie in rotation. But here we're just going to get overwhelmed. So, Cupsy searches the second copy of the Quick Play spell. I did not know he played 2, but that is a standard thing in most Yummy lists. So it is something you should be aware of. Alright, so game 2. Spoiler alert, we win this one. We get to start. We're going to go engage into Drones. He's going to droll, which is fine. Summon the Lollipopo, go into Snatchy, place a Mignon, activate Hornet Drones. Let's see, Mignon gets stopped there. In hindsight, I probably could have done this exact same line with just Hornet Drones for Kagari, for Hornet Drones again, and like had the Lollipopo in hand for whatever resources, but here we are. We're just going to set the Imperm and pass. So we have Imperm, Ash, Quick Synchro, Lollipopo engraved to banish something. We're going to Ash the engage here. Obedience School comes down. We're going to go into our own Cookie. Cookie's going to book the other 2 guys because I don't want those 2 in rotation. Cupsy's going to resolve here, grabbing the Quick Play. Going to tag out. So we're going to go Lollipopo 1, targeting the Cupsy in graveyard. Yummy Snatchy 2 to synchro, and he's going to Yummy Surprise 3, and he's going to just revive the Cupsy. Had he opted to bounce, well, I don't know, because that's the hard part. He doesn't have a lot of extension there, so not being able to bounce really does screw him up. So we're going to go into Cupsy. We're going to Field Spell on Synchro Summon as Chainlink 1, Cupsy Chainlink 2 to get the Cookie in rotation. We're going to pop the Field Spell. We have the Imperm set still. Game's on him, but he ends up passing because he's out of gas. He has 1 in hand, which is unknown to me at this point. Top deck the Droplet. We're going to minion effect to restack. He's going to chain Snatchy to synchro. We're going to tag out in response, and then we're going to chain Droplet, sending the Cookie to turn off the Snatchy's effect to synchro. Off of the Cookie, we bounce back. We bring back Cupsy and Lollipopo. So Cupsy or Lollipopo chain link 1. We're going to get rid of the field spell as sort of our win con. Cupsy chain link 2, just in case he had some way to stop this as chain link 1 or chain link 2, I guess. But in hindsight, probably could have. Well, no, because yeah, we did it this way because he already showed us the bell. So we want to do this chain link 1 to play around the bell, because this not getting the search doesn't really matter. In all honesty, like, it keeps us off of quick play, but we're kind of already in the driver's seat at this point. We're going to Snatchy to put up the Minion. Minion's going to bring back the Lollipopo, and he's just going to scoop right there. So, on to the Fabled Game 3. He's going to start. We have Imperm as our only break. He's going to 1-for-1 for Cupsy. Cupsy effect the search, grabs a surprise. Link off into Snatchy. We're going to Imperm the Snatchy. He's going to chain the surprise. Now Cupsy comes down, searching the other two. He discards the Ash for some reason. He shuffles back the Imperm just in case I had the Purge to be able to pop whichever monster that he attempts to search with. Lollipopo comes down, bringing out 2 more bodies. So his end board is Snatchy with effect live with another Snatchy and a Lollipopo. Then he has a Lollipopo synchro with his graveyard essentially loaded up. So we're going to draw. We have 4 names in hand and Obedient Schooled. We're going to summon the Cupsy. Effect the search gets hit with a strike. We're going to Obedient Schooled here. He's going to chain the synchro. Go into Cookie. Cookie's going to book my not Cupsies. Link the Cupsies off into our Snatchy. He's going to tag out. Cookie here is going to pop the Snatchy, which is going to trigger Acrohui to summon a Yummy from deck. And then he's going to respond to that with his own Snatchy, the synchro here in the Lollipopo. We're going to bring out our Lollipopo base form. He's going to summon out the 2 non-tuners from graveyard with Lollipopo Yummy Way. Going to Arclight here. We're going to go into Snatchy, special the Cookie off of its own effect. That does not activate, by the way. Normal summon, or special summon the Cupsy, because we meet the condition. Go into Cookie. So we're going to go Chainlink 1, Akuri to pop the back row. Chainlink 2, Cookie to book the Herald and Lollipopo, because we do not want this to get destroyed. Because we do just want to out the back row. Chainlink 4 to tag out. Chainlink 5, Yummy Surprise. I believe he just special summons here. Yeah, he special summons his own Cookie. And then we're going to tag out into Cookie and Snatchy. Arclight's negated. His Cookie is going to trigger here in response to our Cookie. So this Cookie was summoned from graveyard. I don't think it was synchro summoned, because he already burned that effect. So he's just going to tag out here, where our Cookie is going to target, I believe, the Cookie to pop. Or no, we popped the Snatchy, so he had the Cookie tag out to bring out his other Snatchy, which is going to now place his Minion on board. We're going to link into our Cookie, or synchro in the Cookie Yummy Way, link in the Snatchy, and we're just going to pass there. So with this end board, tagging out and then being able to synchro to pop the field spell, my game plan here is essentially always going to be to banish the Minion, because that's going to stop a lot of his essentially ability to pop over the board, right? It's going to summon Lollipopo. Lollipopo effect is going to target our Cookie. We're going to immediately tag out there. He's going to tag out there. He brings out his Cookie and his Yupsy. We bring out our Cookie and our Cupsy. We still have Lollipopo in grave. So Cookie is going to pop the Cupsy. His Cupsy is going to search. Our Cupsy is going to search. Our Cookie is going to pop. I believe we targeted what he just tagged out. And then we're going to chain Snatchy here on his tag out. He's going to chain his Snatchy on our tag out. Go into Cupsy. Go into Cookie to book stuff. Summons these 2. And then this resolves without effect. This is going to resolve without effect. And then this is going to resolve searching a Cookie. We get the surprise off of that. But now on summon we get to Cookie. We're going to target these 2 guys to force him to synchro them out. And then we're going to chain Akuri to pop his Minion. He's going to chain Snatchy. And then we're going to chain our Cookie. So this way we get the Yummy Snatchy on board, and we get the Lollipopo on board so they can activate in the new chain. So he synchros those guys off into his own Lollipopo on summon. So we're going to resolve that to book this. So he essentially has to hard synchro here. Lollipopo triggers, banishing the minion, and then we're going to chain Yummy Snatchy to synchro summon, or to place our own minion. And now we're here. So he goes to Anamaru to target the Yummy Surprise, which is fine. He's going to summon the Cookie, go into SP to banish our minion. Then we're going to chain Snatchy, and then he's going to chain SP to blink us out, which is fine. Battle phase, he runs over our Lollipopo, and now it's our turn. Resolve the SP. So we know he has the quick play set. Pretty loaded up graveyard, but he is out. He is almost out of extra deck synchros at this point, which is fine. We draw our Droplet, which is an insane top deck. I'm not gonna lie. This is what won me the game. So he's gonna Snatchy here on summon. We're gonna Droplet, sending all 3 of the main deck bodies from the field to the graveyard to turn off all these effects. Akuri shuffles itself back. We're going to summon the Lollipopo, go into Snatchy. Snatchy grabs Akuri, go into Surprise. Cupsy, grab the Lollipopo, synchro into Lollipopo, pop the SP off the field spell, bring those 2 bodies back, go into Anamaru, reset the Surprise, go into battle, run that over, run this over, run over the set, punch for 6, and then we're going to pass. So this end board is insane in this simplified game state, because we can tag this out. We still have our Book of Moon. We have Surprise to stop things and bring things back. Get the Akuri out of the way in case of second SP, I guess. So he's going to engage here in the Hornet Drones, which is fine. He's going to Drones here. We're going to tag out here. We're going to Cookie the Pop. And then he's going to summon the Cupsy. Cupsy's going to search. We are going to synchro immediately. He grabs a minion. Then we're going to book this. He's going to activate minion. And then that's going to be the game. So that was my experience with the Yummy Mirror match. I'm sure both of us could have played that a lot better. This was quite literally my first time picking up the deck. And I believe his first time, maybe like 3rd or 4th time playing the deck. Like it's like we have not been testing Justice Hunters at all, guys. So this is the deck. Pretty standard, pretty cookie cutter. I took one of the top deck lists that I saw online and just adapted that. Songs, we could probably change this into something else. Originally we were on 1 talent's double thrust, but I opted to drop the thrust for the Droplet just because I felt like it was a lot stronger going into this format. As you guys just saw, it literally won me game 3. Extra deck tech, we are playing the Codebreaker Virus Swordsman. This guy is here to stop the set Ash OTK that a lot of people like to do against Yummy once they out the field spell. There is a real world where you play 2 minion. I'm not gonna lie. At least until Doom of Dimensions drops, where we get the other Yummy guy. Until we get this guy from your deck or banishment face up on the field spell. Yeah. So until we get Marshmallow, there's a real world where we play 2 minion. The sideboard. We had thrust targets, but again, I forgot that I cut the thrusts, so these are just kind of here as a sax. But with that being said, y'all, this has been Kree, an idiot attempted to learn Yummy. Hey, if you got better plays, put them down below. I need to learn, I guess, for reasons. But until next time, have a good time. Play this deck better than I just did.